Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fahida Ahmed. Welcome to Chandbagh School, and this is my third lesson for A levels. I'm explaining the chapter of biodiversity, classification, and conservation. And as I already told you in the previous lesson, all the organisms they were placed in three main domains. So, domain is the largest group of organisms, and domain bacteria mean all the bacteria in this domain, and then domain archaea I explained in the previous lecture. They are placed in this both domain bacteria and archaea. They are prokaryotes, mean all the organisms which are placed in domain bacteria and domain archaea, they belong to prokaryotes, and these are the organisms which are not having any membrane bound organelles. For example, Golgi apparatus, mitochondrion, endoplasmic reticulum or chloroplast, and plus they don't have any nucleus. Domain eukarya, this is very complicated, and today I will explain the domain eukarya. The diagram for a eukaryotic cell is given. You can see it is much complicated than a prokaryotic cell. Domain eukarya, all the organisms classified into this domain have cells with nuclei and membrane bound organelles. This is their general character. This is the diagram for a typical animal cell, in which you can see endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, mitochondrion and Golgi body are present. All of them are membrane bound organelles. Nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Inside nucleoplasm is there, and inside chromosomes are also there. So this is the character for all eukaryotes. The main characteristic features of eukaryotes are cells with nucleus and membrane bound organelles. As you have seen in the diagram and in this diagram also, always there is a presence of nucleus, means a body in the center on one side of the cell, like in plant cell, surrounded by nuclear membrane having nucleoplasm. Inside nucleolus should be present, and plus chromosomes are always inside the nucleus. And membrane bound organelles are present. That means they have Golgi apparatus, they have mitochondria, they have endoplasmic reticulum, and they can have chloroplast in case of plant cells. DNA in the nucleus arranged as linear chromosomes with histone proteins. The chromosome was circular and it was only single in the cytosol in case of all prokaryotes, archaeans and in bacteria. But in eukaryotes, the chromosomes they are linear, and plus they have histone proteins complex with them. So the DNA when complexes with histone, it make chromatin or can make chromosomes. In domain eukarya, ribosomes are ATS. That means in eukaryotic cells or eukaryotes, ribosomes are larger than the ribosomes which were present in the prokaryotes in bacteria or in archaea, that was 70S. The ribosome in the cytosol, their ATS are larger than in prokaryotes. In eukaryotes, mitochondria are present and chloroplast. Inside the mitochondria, also ribosomes are present, and those ribosomes, as you see in the diagram, they are 70S, means having the similar size as a bacterial ribosome. Plus in chloroplast also, ribosomes are present and they are having the same size as 70S ribosomes of prokaryotes. So in eukaryotes, in the cytosol, ATS ribosomes are present, but in their mitochondria or in their chloroplast, 70S ribosomes are present, same like the prokaryotes. Chloroplast and mitochondrial DNA is circular as in prokaryotes. In eukaryotes, their main chromosomes are present, having the main genes in the nucleus. But in the chloroplast and in the mitochondria, circular molecules of DNA is present. In this DNA, for example, in mitochondrion, the circular chromosomal DNA having few genes that are working only for the mitochondrion. Same way in the chloroplast, one single molecule of DNA, circular DNA is present, and it has few genes only for the functioning of the chloroplast. Cell division by mitosis. Always in eukaryotes, because they are complicated, they have a nucleus. Cell divide by mitosis means 4 stages of mitosis occur in their cell division during the process: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Spindle fibers are involved, centriole can be involved, and then the cytokinesis, and first karyokinesis, then cytokinesis occur, and cell divide by mitosis. A great diversity of forms there are: unicellular, colonial, and multicellular organism. Mean they can be from simple to very complicated. You can see the diagram of a tiger is given, belongs to eukarya. So they have a great diversity of life forms. Many different ways of reproducing asexually and sexually. They can reproduce by asexual reproduction, in which gametes are not involved, and they can reproduce by sexual reproduction, in which male and female gametes are involved. So this is the end of lesson 3.